Hi, everyone. We are going live with Dorothy Seamas from HealerBuddy, and it's a pleasure to have you on board. First of all, warm welcome to HealerBuddy. Um, Hi, everyone. We are going to talk about various aspects of mental health issues and how to overcome them. So, our first spotlight and focus is on Dorothy today. She's an expert in various aspects, especially across areas like relationship conflicts, parenting and family dynamic, and stress. At this juncture, what we are going to do is we are going to focus on two aspects of expert areas, which is stress, relationship conflicts, and we will also invite viewers to add any kind of comments or insights, or if you have any questions, feel free to ask. So, right on, let's jump in and hear from Dorothy a little bit introduction about herself, and we'll take it up from there.
Everyone. My name is Dorothy Zimas, registered psychotherapist, and I've been in therapy, practicing therapy for 7 years. And my current areas of interest include codependency, narcissistic abuse, and workplace stress and issues.
Interesting. Yeah, these are some of the common seen topics and issues that every day that we face. Okay, first of all, I want to ask you, how would you define boundary setting in workplace?
So there are different types of boundaries in the workplace. I mostly focus on how to establish boundaries in personal relationships in the workplace. And what that means is basically defining a limit around a particular behavior that someone's engaging in that is, disruptive and disrespectful to you personally, but also, creates or contributes to, a negative culture in the workplace.
Got you. Describe a situation where one would need to practice boundary setting in the workplace.
So, an example might be you could be leading a meeting and someone is like either somebody who, a peer, a colleague, we'll say, is constantly interrupting you and perhaps the other colleagues, talking over the other colleagues. Yes,
Got you. Yeah, and that happens very often. Sometimes they act in specific to diminish your equity in the workplace, or sometimes unconsciously behaving in those lines as well. Yeah. So how
exactly.
can you respect other
Exactly.
people's boundaries in the workplace in such a situation?
Well, in that particular situation, it is respectful, right, to sort of wait your turn. But as the person who's on the receiving end of that, right, it's best to sort of address that right away. And you don't have to publicly humiliate that person. You can address it privately. You can set up expectations in terms of, how the meeting is going to be structured and sort of an agenda and sort of just, rules of conduct. So people have an idea of what's expected of them in that meeting, right? And there's particular, parameters in place for them to respect those boundaries, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What are the benefits of practicing healthy boundary settings?
It's extremely important to like your mental health, basically, because if you continue to sort of engage in, if you refuse to set boundaries, you know, you're going to be burnt out. You're like, there's a higher risk of burnout. There's a higher risk of poor work life balance. There's a high risk of, mental health issues. And some people even sort of like shortening the longevity of their careers, right? Because they get sometimes physically ill dealing with the interpersonal dynamics in the workplace. So it's very important.
Yeah. What tips do you have for professionals who struggle with saying no to extra work or unreasonable demands? You know, sometimes professionals can get overwhelmed, or with the idea that, okay, future prospects of growth, future prospects of promotion, they like to say always yes, isn't it? So what tips do you have for professionals to start saying no to extra work and unreasonable demand which could affect them?
Yeah, I mean, you have to assess your capacity first, right? Like, do you have the capacity to say yes to, an extra project or task? Do you have the capacity to do that, right? You have to really make that sort of personal assessment. And if you don't, yeah, I would, suggest even something, simple, but just, practicing like saying no. So just politely saying no. Thank you for the opportunity. However, I have other demands and tasks to prioritize, or I have made a commitment on that day, and I can't, arrange that meeting. And because sometimes we have these negative thoughts about what might happen, if you say no to certain demands and tasks, and usually those thoughts can be catastrophizing, right? Like we assume the worst, but if you set appropriate boundaries and you do so in a respectful way, there's nothing really that you're not doing anything wrong, right? So uh,
Absolutely. Yeah. So, what role does HealerBuddy play in supporting employees facing such issues or helping them set boundaries and overcome those challenges?
well, it allows people to access virtual healthcare, and if you have a busy demanding schedule, it's very difficult to meet with people in person, to meet a therapist in person, and commute to their office and such. And so this offers the convenience, and the accessibility, and it also you can connect with a therapist that can specializes in these particular issues, and help you navigate them appropriately.
Got you. Got you. Yeah. We are here to help. HealerBuddy, you come in here, put in either the filters, stress, relationship conflicts, or for that matter, pick a therapist to your liking where they have got expert areas that is highlighted on the platform, and start off with your mental health journey. Um, Also, I wanted to ask you, Dorothy, how can someone on HealerBuddy find a therapist like you specifically for career or workplace related issues?
Yeah, so if you go to HealerBuddy, you can type in either relationship conflict, stress, and certain profiles will populate, and one of those profiles will be mine. Because those are issues that I specialize in. So that's how you can find me. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. How did you get to know about HealerBuddy?
Well, I typed it in on Google, and I just entered. I think it was corporate wellness or virtual therapy, and yeah, that's how I found HealerBuddy.
Got you.
Yeah.
Why should anyone go to HealerBuddy?
Well, it's just skilled therapists providing support with your particular issues that you might have. And it's offered in a sort of convenient and an accessible sort of way. So if you need that kind of support, there's just an ease of access that makes things yeah, more accessible, more convenient.
Got you. Yeah, we at HealerBuddy, all we've got to say is human beings are already facing issues and blockers in life, and especially with commute in big cities of Canada. And adding to that, you do not want to have additional issues like commute time, or for that matter, going and waiting there. You are already traveling to office, you're already traveling to meet your clients and to your personal lives. You do not want to travel again just for seeking therapy. At a click of a button, you get HealerBuddy and the therapist out there. Book a time and start off with your mental health solution process.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. We are here to help you. Did we miss any questions from the audience? Let me have a look. No, I don't see any questions here. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you, Dorothy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I would ask the audience to sign up on HealerBuddy, book a time with Dorothy for a personalized or a lengthier session with her, revolving around topics that we just discussed. And we'll keep bringing up all areas of mental health issues and delving into one of those aspects with each therapist. And we look forward to many more of those sessions which we'll go live. Happy to answer questions. This is the first one. We understand you may not have had questions. Please feel free to reach out for a lengthier session. And it's personalized, it's accessible, and do not waste time on life blockers. For this month and the next month, and essentially for 2024, what we are letting you prepare up is for removing the life blockers. So, in order for that, our offering to you is no sign up fees, no subscription or monthly fees. All you got to pay is the therapy charges for the therapist. And that's our Thanksgiving, Black Friday offer, and the festive Christmas season offer too. So make the most of it and get on with your life and achieve what you are wanting to.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank
That's
you,
really great.
Dorothy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, boss. I'm just, yeah, I mean, my profile is available on HealerBuddy. If you need any kind of support related to my specialties, but workplace specifically, I do have a keen interest in that. You can type in relationship conflict stress, and my profile will pop up, and then yeah, we can work together.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take
Bye bye.
care. Bye bye.
Have a good day.